Hello, Peaches. Morning. Hey, girl. I'll let Koug come over on his own. And here he comes. You be nice. Be nice. He's ignoring you. Trying to get things set up so that since she's going to be here for a few more weeks, 2, 3 more weeks, that she can have some kitty companionship. Things are actually going pretty good. She gave him a little tap on the head, and he was like, whatever. No, I'm not here to pet you. Don't you rub against me, Koug. Don't worry. You'll still get attention too. Do you notice her tail? That's the main thing I'm paying attention to. Even though she's growling and hissing, her tail tells the true tale of her tail, so to speak. Hey, Koug. See, you get attention too. The reason why I chose Koug for this is because he shows no aggression towards other cats. And that'll help. If no aggression is being shown toward Peaches, she'll relax a lot quicker. Putting my reason why I was putting my arm between them, which is something you would not do if her tail was in angry mode. Is basically I'm creating a buffer between them. She considers me safe, so having me between them, uh, it's kind of like making a boundary. Like two of my cats did not get along at all for the longest time, but if they were laying right next to each other, they would quickly be swatting each other. But if my arm was between them, it was like they couldn't even see the other cat. He's got a bit of a goopy eye, that's why you sometimes see a stain there. Don't worry, girl, we won't be staying long. I got work I gotta do. I think she's having a huff. She's lived with other cats before, according to her surrender paperwork, and she played with them. She also tested negative for coccidia, which allowed me to continue this. I'll continue doing short visits with her when she's recovering from the radioactive iodine because I don't expect her to be cuddling with him while she's still radioactive. This is my boy who nearly died a year and a half ago or so when he had fatty liver disease and stopped eating. Or from when he stopped eating. He had a bad sinus infection, which killed his sense of smell for a while. So he stopped eating, and then his liver started breaking down the body fat, or his body started breaking down body fat for energy, but it overwhelmed his liver, and the liver basically said, screw this, I'm out. And he dropped down to 8 pounds. And then we got a feeding tube in him and was able to get him to recover from the fatty liver disease. There's a test that determines the health of the liver, and the count that the test gives is how many dead liver cells it detects. Normally it would be like, I think in the tens, maybe anywhere from 10 to 90. His was like, well, several thousand. So they thought he was dying. But he recovered, fortunately. His liver couldn't handle any outside chemical except for his steroid. So that made treating his bacterial infection in the sinuses very difficult. But the steroid makes him hungry, so he started eating, and I had to tone his food back because he's like big. He doubled his weight from his sick age. And the steroid slows down the cancer he has. He's got intestinal lymphoma. So right now he's got a good quality of life. But I know a time will come when his intestinal lymphoma progresses to the point where there's just nothing else to do. But with him, it's always about quality of life, since he really can't do medications. He's a very happy cat. He's always purring. He makes it difficult for the vet to hear his heart. They have to do tricks to get him to stop purring. Okay, boy, sit down. Or lay down. Okay, you be right there. I'm going to go give the lady some attention here. I think the real sign, just how bad off Kougra had gotten, was that he stopped purring. And since he's got a hair trigger motor, that's a big warning sign. He should be your snuggle buddy. You just gonna need to chill out. She's barely voicing any disagreement now. Just getting her used to him. Over here. He's addicted to having his cheek rubbed. You can do almost anything to him as long as you're rubbing his cheeks. I turn him on his back, and my son rubs his cheek, and then I can trim all of his claws with no issues. He likes any kind of wire, really. Oh, you need a trim. Gimme. Nail clippers, please. Nail clippers.
You like Koug?
Yep. Thank you, sir.
Hi Koug, hi Peaches.
She's your shirt. Oh boy. He keeps bumping my head trying to rub his cheek. This is why I sometimes have Christopher help. What up, boy? Jeez, that's a fat belly. He's got a very high follicle density. Even though he's got bigger, his belly is still pretty covered. Koug. He's trying to push his way back since he's 18 pounds now. 17, he actually lost weight. No, he's 16. He was 8, now he's double that. He can't bend as well. I'm almost done. One more to go. One more to go. There. Wear yourself off. Now you don't get stuck. I think the cutest, most endearing, and saddest moment I've had with him was when he was just had his feeding tube put in. He was very weak, just fed him, which amounts to basically pumping food into his stomach with a tube, through a tube. And he was laying, I was laying in bed, he was right here, and he dragged himself, used every last bit of energy he had to drag himself up onto my lap, and then he collapsed there. See, he's playing. You can play too. You know, one thing you do when you're introducing two cats and they stop growling at each other, start playing, get them playing with the same toy. Playing distracts them from being angry and upset, and it shows them that they have something in common. Look at that belly. Look at that belly. One of the things I remember from Kougra when he was a kitten is that he did not like me at first. He would hide behind the toilet and hiss at me. I think the reason why he got fat to begin with is because he adores being petted. And he figured that the more surface area he has, the more that it can be petted. Unfortunately, that nearly killed him when he got his bacterial infection. Now he's a healthy weight for him. In his condition, it's normal. It's good. He's always been a stocky boy. He's not really fat. He's very stocky. He's like this at the vet too. It's about time to get his liver values checked again too. Okay, Koug, we really got to go now. I've stayed here too long as it is. You good, girl? Yeah, you're good. Okay, come here, boy. Let's say goodbye. Say goodbye to everyone. Don't show them your butt. That's rude. That's how you say hello, not goodbye. Enjoy the room with touches. Have a nice day.